Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Antoine Campbell. Tonight we're going to be talking about boosting your credit really fast within the next 30 days. We got a lot to talk about. Like I told you, the channel is moving in multiple directions. Obviously, we still cover real estate, virtual assistance, credit, business credit, lead generation. We just want to cover all the bases so you can be an effective entrepreneur. And if you're an entrepreneur and your credit isn't up to par, it's going to hinder you from being able to tap into your credit to fund your business, to get loans, to be able to pay for marketing and ads and hire virtual assistants and all that stuff. So I feel it's very important to tap into this. So let's get straight into it. Um, and talk about what's the fastest way to boost your credit in 30 days, right? So first of all, you have to pull your credit and understand exactly what's going on with your credit, right? So everybody here can use a website like Credit Karma. You can use a free credit score, now.com. Everybody's entitled to a free credit report. And what you want to do is you want to check your credit for all negative and derogatory items, and then you want to come up with a game plan to dispute them and get them items off your credit. Now, there are softwares out there where you just pay for the credit monitoring and you can dispute yourself. There are other people out there, such as myself, that's really tapped into understanding consumer law, and that can send letters on your behalf and dispute for you. Either way, you have to stay chiseling at your credit. So once you understand how to send out dispute letters and get the negative items off your credit, that's going to really take your credit to the next level because your credit score is the most you can get is an 850, the least you can get is 300. So that being said, you have about 550 points that you can accumulate based on utilization, credit creditworthiness, time, mixed use of accounts, all of that different stuff. And once you understand it, you're going to understand that the first thing you're going to do is, do I have any open credit cards, right? If I have any open credit cards and they don't have any previous negative payments or late payments, then I would get them credit cards less than 5% utilization, right? I, I don't like the 30% utilization. I think that still hinders your score. So literally, let's say for example, you have a credit card that's a $10,000 limit and you're carrying a $4,500, $3,500 balance. Well, you might want to figure out how can I get this balance down. You know, they got debt consolidation loans. They got other different types of installment loans, One Main Financial, Landmark Financial, Navy Federal. They got other installment loans where you can just move around debt, where you can take that installment loan, get the cash, pay down your cars, and go from there. And then just start paying down the installment loan. That's the easiest way to shoot your credit up. You know what I mean? So once you pay down your credit card, your score is going to jump significantly. Now you got to look at your credit file. You should have between 7 and like 13 open trade lines on your credit. That's a combination of credit card, installment loans, uh, and different other types of lines of credit and revolving loans. If your file is thin and you don't, let's say for example, you maybe got one or two credit cards and maybe a car note, and that's all you have, your credit score isn't going to go up crazy because your file too thin. Remember, your mixed use of your credit, I think it counts for 10% of your current credit score. So, 10%, that's easily 55, 75, 80 points that you're leaving on the table. So make sure that you understand it so that way when you go to do these things, you know, you can get them points back too. So if you don't have a lot of different accounts in your credit, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you're not getting any more negative things added to your credit. So many people over the years we help, they want to get their credit fixed, but they steady killing their credit, murdering their credit. They steady being reckless, right? It takes years to destroy your credit profile, um, and it takes a while to put it back together. So you shouldn't be hoping and expecting an overnight miracle when you destroy your credit over the years. So once you understand that, then you can tap into a lot of these fintech companies. Back in the day, in order to get new credit, you had to essentially get hard inquiries, right? But there are so many fintech companies that allow you to get these credit, like self lender. You can get a credit card with self lender and installment loan, and you can literally pay like no more than $50 a month on it, right? So $50 a month, you get two trade lines. Then you have something like Kovo. Kovo, they allow you to have an installment loan too. They report to all three bureaus. Then you have something like Credit Strong. Credit Strong, they got different levels of trade lines. Obviously, you want a higher trade line. The higher the trade line is, the more credit they're going to grant you once you make your payments. So I would shoot for like a $10,000 trade line with them. You're going to be spending like $50 to $100 a month on that. I tell you, set aside a budget of $200 to $300 a month where you're just paying into boosting your credit. You're just paying. Obviously, majority of the money that you're spending, you're going to get back at some point because a lot of these are loans that unlock your credit. When you pay your loan off, it unlocks and give you back the money. So Credit Strong, they give you back your principal and they keep the interest, which is pretty fair. And they allow you to keep trade lines on your credit up to 10 years. They allow you to make payments up to 10 years. Um, there's so many. Then if you're currently renting, you should be reporting that backdated rent to your credit report to enhance it. So literally, like there's three companies that you can use: Rent Reporters, BoomPay. There's so many different ones that you can use to the point that that add like 2 years of positive history. But the goal is to get at least like 7 to 10 years worth of positive history on your credit. And remember, they count your positive history based on how long you had it. So if you got more than 7 to 10 years, then they're going to give you more points. So once you understand that and you're building your file and you add these builder accounts, if you got a Navy Federal or if you got a local bank or credit union, and you got a little bread in your savings account, you can go do a pledge loan, basically saying, yo, I want a loan against the money in my savings account. And then you turn around and get that pledge loan paid off 90%, meaning that, let's say, for example, you got a $2,000 pledge loan. You get them people $1,800, you got $200 balance left, and then you turn around, you slow walk and pay that $200 balance over 12 months. You know what I mean? And that gives you consistent payments being reported positive. You don't want to just close it out. You want that positive credit history. And then once you do all of that, and let's say, for example, your file is good, you just don't have enough credit, you don't have enough mixed use accounts, and you don't have enough history. That's when you move into authorized users, where you throw minimum 8 to 10 year authorized user account on your credit profile with at least a $10,000 limit, and that's going to allow your credit to shoot up overnight. If you do that, let's say, for example, right now you're in the 550s and you pay off your credit cards, you'll probably shoot up to like 640. And then once you get all the negative stuff off, the negative stuff literally puts you in the 700s, and then you'll be knocking at the door 800s when you put all these mixed use accounts in your thing and you make on time payments. Obviously, you add the trade lines, but if you make your payments from 6 to 12 months consistently on time with the new accounts I just mentioned, you're definitely going to be, knocking on 800 doorstep, and you're going to have a really solid profile. You're just not going to have a thin profile like with like one or two trades showing that you got a 720, but then you go apply for something, they deny you. You don't want that. You want a really good mixed use of credit. And it's going to take you a while. Obviously, fintech companies are your friend. They backdating a lot of stuff. Then authorized users, and then you just gotta get in the mud and just make your payments. You know what I mean? So if you start now, literally by this time next year, you'll probably have an 800 credit score. But you gotta start. You gotta be consistent with it. Also, it's some things that most people not doing. You need to check your check systems and make sure that you don't have anything reporting from the bank to your check system. That's stopping a lot of people from getting approved for credit cards and opening up new bank accounts, and your early warning systems too. We can help you with that. We can get you out of check system. Even if you're currently in check system, we can get you out of there. If you go bad checks, if you ran the Navy Federal play, If you ran the chase play, we could definitely get you out of there. Um, so if you are serious about building your profile and you need help, not now, but probably tomorrow in this video, we include the link to our website where you can go on and pull your credit and then book a call with us. We go through it with you and figure out what we can do to help you and give you some pointers if you want to do it on your own. But if you want us to help you, we go through there, pull everything, show you exactly what's going on, and then come up with a strategy plan to get this taken care of for you. Like I said, every person in America should strive to have good and decent credit because literally you can tap into over 250 to $300,000 in credit and use that to live your life, grow your business, and make strategic moves. And then you cut up your debit card and just live off the points. I've done this for a lot of people over the years. I never really, put it on YouTube, but a lot of my clients I work with intimately, I help them, show them how to set up these accounts. And I think I'm gonna really dive deep into this on YouTube and teach you guys because this is something I like to do. I like to teach, I like to teach people and show people what I know. And I definitely is a qualified person when it comes to credit because it's something I've been playing with and studying probably since 2009, 8, since I got my first loan and defaulted on it. Didn't know I defaulted on it. They put it on my credit and I had to get it off. So listen, if you're not currently following me, this is your first time on my channel, do me a favor, engage with me. Drop a comment, give me your feedback. Let me know what else you want me to cover. If you're not following me on Instagram, head over to Instagram at CEO929 and follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you back. And if you have any questions, just hit up our website, CEO929.com. And we're about to move some things around just to accommodate a lot of the new content we'll be covering, just so you can book a strategy call to figure out how we can help you and take you to the next level. It's your boy, Antoine Campbell. Appreciate you. Catch you tomorrow on the next video. And yeah, I got a lot of more bangers coming. I got a lot of more heat coming. And I'm going to put some links in the show note of all the different websites and credibility accounts you can sign up for really cheap. You only got to spend a lot of money to get them. If your credit score is not less than if your credit score is less than 750 and you want to get past 750, do me a favor and book a call with me so we can talk about that to figure out how we can get you to the next level.